Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayam Vishnupad Paramasavara Jagacharya Sutara Shri Srimati Savangve C.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Kori Vaishnavrini Ki Jai Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Sako Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasri Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Syama Kund Radha Kund Giroran Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Shri Yamunamai Gangamai Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai, Shri Shri Rukmini Dwarkadish Ki Jai, Nudwarka Dham Ki Jai, Gaur Premananda Hari Bo. All glory is the sum of the devotees. All glory is the sum of the devotees. All glory is the sum of the devotees. Jai Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 10, Chapter 6, texts 35 and 36. The killing of the demon Putana. Is that right? 35 and 36? So we'll read together 35 and I'll read 36. Putana Loka Bala Gni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayyapi Haraye Stanam Datvapa Sadgatim Putanaloka Balagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Stanam Tatvapa Sadgatim Putanaloka Balagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Stanam Datvapa Satgatim Putana Lokabalagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Stanam Datvapa Satgatim Putanaloka Balagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Tanam Satvapaya Asatgatim Putana Lokabalagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Karaye Stanam Datvapa Sadgatim Putana Lokabalagni Virudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Stanam Tatvapa Sadgatim Putana Lokabalagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Stanam Datvapa Sadgatim Matajis Putana Lokabalagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Satgatim Putana Lokabalagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Tanam Statvapa Satgatim Putana Lokabalagni Rakshasi Rudirasana Jigam Sayapi Haraye Tam Tatvapa Satgatim. And I'll read the next verse. Kim Punar Shariya Bhaktya. Don't repeat. Kim Punar Shariya Bhaktya Krishnaya Paramatmane Yachan Priyattamam Kimnu Raktastan Mataro Yata. Word for word. Putana. Putana, the professional Rakshasi. Lokabalagni, who used to kill human children. Rakshasi, the she-demon. Rudira asana, simply hankering for blood. Jigamsaya, with the desire to kill Krishna. Being envious of Krishna and having been instructed by Kamsa. Api, still, Haraye, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Stanam, her breast. Datwa, after offering. Apa obtained. Satkatim, the most elevated position of spiritual existence. Kim, what to speak of. Puna, again. Shariya, with faith. Bhaktya, by devotion. Krishnaya, unto Lord Krishna. Paramatmane, who is the Supreme Person. Yachan, offering. Priyatamam, the dearmost. Kim, something. Nu, indeed. Rakta, those who have an affinity. Tatmatara, Krishna's affectionate mothers, offering the beloved child their breasts. Yata, exactly like. Translation. Putana was always hankering for the blood of human children. And with that desire, she came to kill Krishna. But because she offered her breast to the Lord, she attained the greatest achievement. What then is to be said of those who had natural devotion and affection for Krishna as mothers and offered him their breast to suck, or offered something very dear as a mother offers something to a child? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Putana had no affection for Krishna. Rather, she was envious and wanted to kill him. Nonetheless, because with or without knowledge, she offered her breast, she attained the highest achievement in life. But the offerings of devotees attracted to Krishna into parental love are always sincere. A mother likes to offer something to her child with affection and love. There's no question of envy. So here we can make a comparative study. If Putana could attain such an exalted position in spiritual life by neglectfully, enviously making an offering to Krishna, what is to be said of Mother Jasoda and the other gopis who serve Krishna with great affection and love, offering everything for Krishna's satisfaction? The gopis automatically achieve the highest perfection. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended the affection of the gopis, either in material affection or in conjugal love, is the highest perfection in life. Ramya kachit upasana brajavadau ragena yakalpita. Putana loka balagni rakshasi rudirasana jigam sayapi hariye stanam datvata satkitim. Kim puna shvariya bhaktya krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kim nu raktastan mataroyata. Putana was always hankering for the blood of human children. And with that desire, she came to kill Krishna. But because she offered her breast to the Lord, she attained the highest achievement. What then is to be said of those who had natural devotion and affection for Krishna as mothers, and who offered him their breast to suck, or offered something very dear as a mother offers something to a child? Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. So here, Putana, who had a great affection for the blood of children. Can you imagine that nowadays they make so many stories, especially Halloween is coming, about what do you call vampires and the living, what do they call, the undead, or the dead that come back to life just to eat your blood. Actually, there are such personalities. It's not fiction. And Putana was one of the leaders of those personalities. Her enjoyment was sucking the blood of children. Who can imagine? What a great Rakshasi demon. And she was ordered by Kamsa to kill this baby Krishna. Comes out of fear and envy, and she agreed. And even though she was envious, a child killer, a blood-sucking child killer. What a nasty, nasty person. Can you imagine? Just like in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there were two brothers. They were such big demons. What were their names? Jagai and Madai. I heard one class from Jayapataka Maharaj, and he described in detail that Jagai and Madai were such demoniac personalities. And nowadays there's temples because they offered everything to Krishna and to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But previously, there was one saintly man and his daughter, and they would go out in the streets. The man would hold one cup. He was blind, man, and he was begging for some coins. Very common in India, even in America. Jagai Madai went to these beggars and his young daughter. They stole the money from the cup of the old man. They beat up the old man, and then they attacked the young daughter, sensually attacked, sexually attacked the young daughter. This was Jagai and Madai. Not a story about some guys who were kind of bad and didn't believe in Lord Chaitanya. They were the worst persons. They were rapists, sexual abusers, thieves, and thugs of the worst kind. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu saved them and gave them the opportunity to surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and engage in his devotional service. So this Putana, similarly, she was huge Rakshasi, terrible Rakshasi. She changed her form into that of a beautiful woman. Apparently, even in the old days, 5,000 years ago, they could do their own personal plastic surgery and look different than they were. She was a big, ugly Rakshasi, and somehow she appeared as a beautiful lady who was offering milk to Lord Krishna. But Lord Krishna, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Aishvaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashasa, Shriya, all strength, all knowledge, all beauty. He knew all renunciation, all qualities in full. He knew the aim of this Rakshasi. And he sucked out not only the poison, he sucked out her very life air. So ultimately, by her offering, she gave her life air to Lord Krishna. And therefore it says here in the purport that because of her offering, even she was envious, even she was greatest Rakshasi. She was working for Kamsa. She achieved, the word here in the verse is Satkatim, the most elevated position of spiritual existence. What to speak of the gopis, who were offering with love and devotion, great love and devotion, all of their existence to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is our lesson also. Many years ago, short story, a young boy who lived down the block here on Regent thought the devotees were of a strange sexual preference. He thought they were something very different. And he wanted to harass them with his friends. So he came over and started throwing rocks and picking fight with devotees. Here, 3764 Watseka Avenue. True story. Devotees came out, being a bit of the Kshatriya nature, and beat the pulp out of him for throwing. It's a true story, right, Archita? They beat him so bad that he decided to join the Hare Krishna and became a great book distributor for ISKCON for many, many years. He came to hurt the devotees. And by the preaching, we don't do that preaching anymore. By devotees preaching, he surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ended up distributing tens of thousands of books for Srila Prabhupada. Became his disciple, first and second, and did amazing service before passing from this world in Vrindavan some years ago. So if we offer, even someone makes some slander, so many stories. There was one policeman in Chicago O'Hare Airport. He used to harass devotees who were distributing in front of his position, where people would come out of, I think it was American Airlines or United. And he harassed devotees so heavily that one time he actually physically assaulted one of our devotees and made false arrest. Of course, the devotee was let go, but he assaulted him very heavily. It was a terrible scene. So we thought, this is a great demon. He hates the devotees. Some years later, Srila Prabhupada had passed away in 1977 in November. And this same policeman, somehow or other, had been watching and studying devotees for years and years. He came up to the devotees and said, "I'm so sorry what happened to your spiritual master passing. Please accept my condolences." Which in material sense is a great offering. Someone comes and says, "I'm so sorry to hear about this," or tries to console and give condolences. So this so-called demon was changed into devotee, into being favorable. So we don't know who's out there, insane, crazy, envious, blood-sucking demons. Putana was a bloodsucker. That's she sucked the blood of children for a hobby, for a living. We just read that. But she offered her life heir to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So therefore our business, give people Krishna consciousness, regardless. This is an envious person. This is a very pious person. This person does yoga. This person is part of the NRA and has 16 guns in their house, automatic rifles. We don't know who can take to Krishna's movement, who can accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Of course, we go for those who are least, just like the Red Cross. They go for those who are least injured during the war first, to get from the battlefield the least injured. So we're looking for those who are a little bit pious, but we don't know. Those who are damaged may take to Krishna consciousness. The other day was my brother's birthday. I only have one brother. He had given me his kidney. He made an offering to Lord Chaitanya's mission, indirectly, through a demon, through someone else. And he gave his organ to the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He's not a very religious person. He doesn't believe in Hare Krishna. He doesn't believe in God, period. And he's materially, one would think, extremely qualified. He's with the, health department, national health, I forget what they call. And he was just given a job head of the health department at Marshall University in West Virginia. So 3 days ago, it was his birthday. And I asked him, Paul, tell me what you'd like. Anything in the world, I'll get you. Just anything. Ask for anything. So he didn't hesitate. Scholar, he's got 8 degrees. He's Dr. Cadets, PhD. He's a nurse practitioner. He's head of a department at Marshall. He's with the World Health Organization. Of course, he's a little insane, but that's another story. Materially speaking, he has degrees, as they say in my country, up the yin-yang. I said, what would you like? Anything. And he said, if you could give me peace of mind, but hold the vinegar, if you would. Vinegar. So I was trying to figure, what does he mean, peace of mind, hold the vinegar? Vinegar is looked at as something very distasteful and bitter. Meaning, I want peace of mind, but I don't want to have to undergo all the austerities and penances of attaining peace of mind. I don't want to be a Buddhist who sits and silent meditation and has to control my mind to achieve peace of mind. And I told them, we can give you without vinegar. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is Kevala Ananda Kanda, simply joyful. When we were brahmacharis studying verses in St. Louis, I remember, if you couldn't remember the 4th line of the verse, 4 lines in most Sanskrit verses, Bengali verses, and you were giving class, Nunam pramatak kurute vikarma. And the last line, if you couldn't remember, Kevala Anandakanda. Something they were doing, one part of Mitra Prabhu. He couldn't remember all the verses, but he'd end every verse with Kevala Anandakanda. And who could slight him? That Krishna consciousness is joyfully performed. It's simply joyful. There's no vinegar. Maybe a little turmeric, little coriander, little cayenne. It's very tasty. Engaging in devotional service is fun. One time when Mataji came to me, I knew her outside. She was the sister of a roommate that I had when I worked in Kings Canyon National Park, my first year of college, in between school, because I was from Midwest and I was here in California. So I worked in the mountains. Her brother was my roommate, and she came. She was initiated devotee already, 1971. And she came up to me one time when I was a brahmachari in Orange, and I had visited the LA temple going on Sankirtan full time for years. And she said, "Sura, how do you like being a brahmachari?" And I said, "Oh, it's very nice." I said, "It's very peaceful." She said, "What about like going on Sankirtan?" Because she knew me as a different kind of fellow. We won't even go there. But not exactly a brahmachari N.A. This was prior. She knew me. And she said, "What about going on Sankirtan all the time?" I said, "Oh, it's the most blissful. It's the most happiness. It's the most peacefulness. I'm very happy." And she was little, "Oh, okay." I'm not slighting the Mataji. She was a very nice devotee. She's still somewhere here in California. Point being is, Krishna consciousness is joyfully performed. We were in Atlanta in 1975. The Sankirtan leader in 1975, 41 years ago, was Sura Prabhu. And there were a few devotees in Georgia. They were transcendentally passionate. We would all load up in a it was a former milk truck, wasn't it? Or UPS truck. Milk truck. 12 devotees would jump on the milk truck. They gutted it out. And we would go on, and everyone it would be 5 a.m. Mangal Artik just ended. We took a little yogurt, rice, and peaches offered to Krishna. And we would jump at 5:15 Saturday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, into the truck, and devotees would be, "Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get your book bag. Fill up the boxes." Isn't it, Savas? Tadit was going out then, jumping in the van with baby Acharya in her stomach. Jumping in the van to go for the most blissful engagement. We were never happier than Sankirtan in Atlanta. And we would go out Friday from 6 in the morning till, I think it was 12 midnight. Or that's when the rush was, the 12 o'clock rush. We would get some dates and honey and take it at 11:45 to get ready for the 12 o'clock rush. And come home by 1. And the visitors, myself, Sura Prabhu, some other people, went out Saturday morning because they wouldn't give us the good spots in Atlanta at 5 a.m. again until noon. And we were never happier. We felt we were in Goloka Vrindavan. It was the Atlanta airport, Hatfield Airport. But because we were engaged in spiritual activities. So this Krishna consciousness is joyfully performed. Working in the kitchen, extremely joyful. Doing pujari service, what could not be more fun? There's no vinegar. I mean, maybe some devotees drink apple cider vinegar for their health, but there's no bitterness in Krishna consciousness. Kevala Anandakanda. So we should be very careful and respectful. The Prabhupada has given us a program that's simply recreation. Prabhupada said you chant and you dance, you get tired, you eat prasadam. It's simply recreation, simply joyfully performed. So let us take to this process and give others the opportunity. They're suffering. They're gathering so many degrees and working very high-class jobs, and they're just begging, if I could just have peace of mind. But it's too hard to achieve. It's very simple. Chant the Hare Krishna mantra, eat Krishna prasadam, and read Srila Prabhupada's books. Come and worship the deity and be happy. All glory to Sri Guru and Gaurango.